In this video, let's create the Asset Master Record in SAP system. To create in SAP, let's use the menu path that is from SAP Easy Access screen. It is Accounting, Financial Accounting, Fixed Assets, Assets, and here click on this Create and finally double click on Asset. Or else you can always use the T code that is AS01. When you double click on the asset, the system will navigate us to the new window. That is, you will be taken to Create Asset screen. Now, here for the field asset class, enter the asset class as ABCCV, which we have created for the vehicles. And here enter the company code as ABCC. In the same way, enter the similar number of assets as 1 and just hit enter. As soon as you hit enter, the system will navigate us to the new window. Just like we have maintained the customer and vendor master record, we maintain the asset master record here. Okay, now I'll enter the description as vehicles. Here, enter the capitalization date in past. So, I'll give the capitalization date as 1st of April 2017. That means start of the financial year. By doing this, we can run the depreciation of the asset in our SAP system and see its effect till my current system date. If I give the capitalization date as current date, then we have to wait for at least 1 month to complete this activity. So, I have made the entry for the past date. Guys, don't worry, you will understand this in the future videos. For now, just click on this Time Dependent Data tab. What you have to do? You have to just click on this Time Dependent Data tab. When you do this, the system will navigate us to the new window. Here in this window, enter the business area. So here I'll just enter the business area as BA01 and then I'll click on the Depreciation Areas tab. When I click on this Depreciation Areas tab, the system will navigate us to the new window. Here we have the book depreciation key as ABC and useful life as 99. We can also change the value of the field as per our requirement. So to show you that, what I'll do is I'll just change the useful life as 10. Now for the depreciation start date, I'll enter the depreciation start date as 1st of April 2017, which is actually the start of the financial year. Now just click on the Save button. So a new asset 3000 has been created. Guys, remember this is the main asset I'm talking about. This is the main asset. Under this main asset 3000, what we have to do is we have to create some sub-assets. So guys, under this main asset 3000, let's create some sub-assets. We have now created the main asset as vehicle. As a sub-asset, I will create the sub-asset as individual vehicles for which we perform the asset-related business transactions. Okay? Guys, to create the sub-asset, you don't have to wander around. You can create the sub-asset from the screen itself. That is, select the asset from the SAP menu and just click on this Create Sub-Asset. Let me show you the menu path as well. So what I'll do, I'll just enter /n in the command screen and I press enter so that this will take us to the SAP Easy Access screen. And from here, I'll go to Accounting, Financial Accounting, Fixed Assets, Asset, Create. Under Create, I'll select the sub number and finally I'll double click on Asset. Or else you can always use the T code, that is AS11. So what is the T code for creating the sub number? It is AS11. When you do this, the system will take us to this window. In this screen, enter the asset number as 3000, company code as ABCC and number of similar sub numbers as 1. And if you observe, we also have an indicator as post capitalization of asset. Actually, we use this indicator to create the asset master record for posting the transaction for post-capitalization. Since that is not the case for us, we'll just press the enter key. As soon as you hit the enter key, the system will navigate us to the new window. Now, what we are doing here is we are creating the sub-asset under the vehicle's main asset. In this case, I'll create the sub-asset of car. What I'll do in this case, I'll create the sub-asset of car. And I'll enter the description as car along with its registration number to differentiate the assets. Now I'll enter the description as car along with its registration number to differentiate the assets. So I'll enter the description as car KA09 K2842. Okay, now I'll maintain the capitalized on the date as 1st of April 2017. Except this capitalized date, all the other fields has been copied from the main asset. Guys, if I click on this time dependent tab, observe here we can see the business area BA01 has been assigned. But we do have an option to change the value of business area for the sub-asset if required. If you observe here, all the other fields which we had left as blank in the main asset is now grayed out. That means we cannot maintain the entries for the fields which we have not maintained in the main asset. Please remember this is very important. That is, all the other fields which we had left as blank in the main asset is now grayed out. That means we cannot maintain the entries for the fields which we have not maintained in the main asset. Now, click on the depreciation area tab. Here also, we can see that the field values are copied to sub-asset from the main asset. So guys, I hope you can connect to the concepts which I had explained before the configuration. When we create a sub-asset from the main asset, all the characteristics will be copied from the main asset. But we will have an option to override the field values during the sub-asset creation. Okay? Now, I'll just click on the Save button. Now, when I click on the Save button, we will get a message as the asset 3001 is created. Just like this, what I'll do is, I'll create two more sub-assets with the names KA19 MH4578 and truck KA19 MH4532. So, I have now created total of 3 sub-assets in the system. Now the master data setup is done for the assets in the system. So, let's go ahead and post the business transactions related to assets from next video.